Look at your goofy ass. Look at your goofy ass. What's good, y'all? I want to say congratulations on holding the line. Here in New York City, they got dating events charging women $100 to go. And still, these men are still not showing up. So congratulations. Hold the line. Do not ever waste your money, time, and energy going to a stupid dating event. It's just filled with women who are post-wall, women who've been ran through. Good women that you'd want to wife up, they're not at these dating events. You're going to waste your time going to a dating event. You're going to meet these unattractive women who are post-wall, who've been ran through. These are women you would not even swipe on a dating app, but you're going to pay money and waste your time to go all the way to a dating event to interview for a below average woman who is not on your level as a man. Why would you put yourself in that position? Why? It's not worth it. It is not worth it to waste your time and the energy going to these dating events. These women are interviewing like it's a job interview. When you are the man, you are the prize. These post-wall women are not the prize. They're all at these dating events are women who are on their decline. Do not waste your time going to these dating events, all right? Continue to hold the line. Focus on you. A woman has to make these women work for your attention. These women are complaining about a problem they created. They waited too long on the dating market to find the one, to find a guy who's over 6 feet, 6 inches, who makes over 6 figures because these lazy hoes do not want to work. So let's read this. So the New York Times reports that dating in New York City has gotten so brutal that some singles events are charging women $100 and letting men in for free. But men are still not showing up. This is crazy. Organizers admit they're struggling to get men to attend, with women still outnumbering them nearly 3-1. The reporting comes from the Daily's episode is The Swipe Era Over, which explores how singles are adjusting to life beyond dating apps. While apps may have lowered people's tolerance for rejection and made approaching someone in real life less common, in-person events are creating the kind of organic moment swiping never could. This is, men are tired of the foolishness and entitlement. Men are not going to waste their time going to these stupid dating events to meet women they would not even swipe on a dating app. These women have so many options when they get onto a dating app, and now they are mad that no one's going to these stupid events. Why would a man waste his time going to these events to meet below average women who are not even worth their time? Men continue to hold the line. You got men who are cool with just after a hard day of work, they just come home, eat some food, go to the gym, or play video games because they are okay with that. They have no desire to date anymore. Women have been talking shit for so long, saying they can't meet a man on their level. You have below average women in the dating market who refuse to date men on their level. These are below average women who got debt, gained weight. They never worked out in their life. They're fugly, ugly as hell. They ain't never been attractive, but they feel like they deserve a guy who's a 10 out of 10. What man is going to sign up for that? Men are waking up. Why waste money on going to a singles event to meet women who are undesirable? The type of woman you will wife up, they are not at these dating events. These are undesirable women, and there's a reason that these women are single. Men are not signing up. This is a bad deal, and men are waking up. And I'm proud of these men holding the line. They said, fuck it. What's the point of dealing with this anymore? These women are not worth our time. Why should a man you got men who are busy, working long hours from Monday to Friday. Then they got gym, they got self-improvement, they got their own hobbies. They're not even worried about dating right now because dating isn't okay. I get with a woman, right? Let's take an example for post-wall women over 30. So I'm getting with a woman who has all this baggage, who's not over her ex, who is boring as fuck in bed. She can't fuck for shit. She's boring as hell. Doesn't want to get blowjobs. She sucks in bed because she did all that freaky stuff in her 20s when she was young with the guy she really wanted to be with. Now that she's on her decline, she's getting older. Her body does not look the same as it was in her early 20s. Now she wants to find a guy to settle down with. That is a bad deal for a productive man. A productive man is better off with a younger woman, not no post-wall woman whose looks are fading. She has debt. Her ass is broke. She offers no value to a man's life. How is that a good deal for a man? Men are waking up and they're not signing up for the BS anymore. Let's watch this video.
Listen to the Sunday episode on the Daily Podcast from the New York Times, and he talked about dating and how many people agree that it's just a complete nightmare today right now. They don't like the swiping, they don't like the gamification of dating right now, and some people are turning into real life events to try to find partners like people in the older generations used to do. And they covered these two events. One was this Wrestle Your Crush event for 18 to 24, and it seemed really fun from the tape that they were able to get. They interviewed a couple of people and they seemed really cute. They seemed to have like a good vibe going on. And then the other one was more of your singles mixer at a home hosted by a wine influencer. So it was a wine tasting and they had hors d'oeuvres and whatnot. And what caught my attention, and I honestly, like, my mouth hung open for a second, is how they said that the entry ticket for women were $100. Each woman had to pay $100 to attend this.
As it should. On dating apps, men, they charge, okay, dating apps are not free no more. They charge guys to pay for these dating apps to swipe on women who will not even give them the time of day. Some women don't even pay for these dating apps. The women I was dealing with, I was sleeping around with, they told me straight up, I don't pay for the dating apps because they get all these messages and likes and they're getting hit up. I didn't know how it is on their end, but I had to pay on the dating app. But I'm not on dating apps anymore. It's a waste of time. Money is just a waste of money. Dating apps were fine for me. When I met my ex on Hinge, like in 2018, yeah, they were free. You didn't have to pay. In 2018, you didn't have to pay for dating apps. But now that you have to pay, it's like now these women understand what us men have to go through when we get on these whack ass dating apps. You have to pay. I think this is reasonable to charge women $100. If you're so desperate to find a man, you will pay. And I'm glad these people are charging these desperate ass women to go to these events. And still, they're charging them $100 and these women are still showing up, outnumbering the men. Men are not even going, even though it's free. That says a lot. And that says that men are waking up. They're not dealing with this.
Event. Men, on the other hand, were going in for free. They paid nothing to enter the event. And the rationale is that there's just less men willing to attend these games or these events. They're not dating. They're not going.
There's no need to attend these whack ass events because it's filled with below average women who feel like you got to interview to get into their life. They're below average women, undesirable women. Why? No woman who's wifey material is at these dating events. These are old, ran through women who you would not even swipe on. A lot of men are just focused on their self-improvement. They're focused on stacking money. When a man has built himself up to become successful and he's done it on his own, he's got it out the mud. He realizes that most women today bring no value to a man's life. Women are just good for short-term fun. That is it. You want to have a rotation of hoes you are banging out? That is cool. But when it comes to long-term commitment, hell no. These women are just a distraction. You can't get stuff done when you got a woman in your life. These women are a distraction. These women are just good for pump and dump, short-term. That is it. Nothing more, nothing less.
And they're not interested in meeting anybody. So it's just extremely hard to find eligible people, men, to go and date straight women. And even with the price point being $0 for men, only 4 men showed up to this event, including the producer of the episode.
And the guys who showed up are probably guys who are not all that. They don't got their shit together. They got all this free time to chase hoes. They chased women throughout the entire year on dating apps. They didn't get no luck, and still they went to this goofy ass singles event, and still it was 4 guys who went there. 3. So 3 outside of the producer, right? These 3 guys who still went to the event, I guarantee you that all these women who were there, they did not find these 3 guys attractive. They still found something wrong with these 3 guys. He's not tall enough. He looks a little lame. There's no spark. He doesn't do it for me.
And it frankly reminded me of the pilot episode of Sex and the City when Carrie's talking about how for the first time in Manhattan, there are women that are making a lot of money, that are making decisions, that have upper mobility, that are doing all of these things that men use
Even if women are making, and you guys already know, even if women are making all this money, the hoes love Sex in the City, that dumb show. Hoes love that show. Even if you're making all the money, right? You're making all this money. We all know that even a man who makes less than them still has money. He has more money left over than her because women's spending habits are out of control. You got women, once they start making money, their goofy ass moves into a luxury apartment paying $4,000 to $5,000 a month when their goofy ass can just get a house. They live in a luxury apartment. They're living paycheck to paycheck. They're spending their money on designer bags, traveling. They're overspending. Women make bad decisions when it comes to money. So even if she's making a high six figures, still these women still feel like they're broke because they're living above their means. Women do not make smart decisions when they start making money.
To do, and yet they couldn't find a man. They could not find a man. There was a lack of eligible bachelors in the city. As always, Sex and the City is right. I just can't believe that 30 years after the release of the show, almost 30 years, the situation has not changed and probably gotten worse.
It's gotten worse because of you. Your average women do not want to date men on their level. When women get on dating apps, they're getting swarmed with messages, so they're holding out for the best option. You guys caused this. Because of you, your goofy ass. It kills me that these women are so confused. Why is the dating scene like this? Because you've been ran through and feel like you still deserve a good man after you've been ran through. Why would a man wife up a woman who's been ran through? All that D residue in her from multiple men. All these one-night stands you had with these bad boys, these guys you really wanted to get with, these guys you had genuine burning desire for. You had all these one-night stands with these guys, and it got all that D residue still inside you. Why would a man wife you up? No, that's a bad deal for men. Men are waking up.
This post is going viral, and I'm just going to be honest with you and just tell you my opinion, what I would do off the top. The New York Times found dating for women in New York City is so brutal that some dating events are charging women $100 and men free. And the attendance ratio is 3-to-1.
And women who look like her and who sound like her are at these goofy ass dating events. That's why it's not worth your time to go to these events.
Women to men. I have worked at several bars, so establishments that stay open late, and the thing always was the men are the ones that have to pay to get in, and the women are the ones that you want to lure there, so you want the women to be there for free. And it's interesting that this is in reverse. Well, I'll tell you first off the bat, and it's just a truth, and I'm just being totally honest, how I would look at anyone in a city like New York City, where there's so much to do, there's so many places that you can travel to very easily. If you're paying to go somewhere to date, what that tells me is like you don't have enough hobbies, maybe. It tells me that this is more of a desperate situation. I'm so sorry, I don't mean to offend.
Thank you. I told you. Only people who go to these damn events are desperate loser women. I told you guys before, you got more loser women in the dating market than you have loser men. These are old loser hoes at these events. I would not even waste my time. I would even go to this. And I'm glad men are waking up. Men don't want to get with loser ass women.
Anybody, especially if you live in an urban area. I could see this more if you live in a very rural area or a suburban area. But when you live somewhere like this and everything is so congested and so public, it's just a bit. Who's paying to go to that? Who?
Speed dating for 30s and 40s at the Pod Hotel in Manhattan. Quick 3-minute dates, real conversations, and no swiping. Meet other single professionals in a stylish, relaxed setting where real connection.
Look at these losers at this damn event. These are all desperate ass people who can't get nobody. All coming together. This is ridiculous.
Comes first. It's dating with good energy and zero app fatigue.
Hot single men in New York City, I need your help. My hot friend throws singles events once a month, and we bring all of our...
She's not hot. Stop having these women lie to you. My hot friend, this bitch is a 4 out of 10. You think she's hot? Stop telling men, my hot friend. You have no hot friends. None. Just say, my friend. Stop putting my hot friend. And you see her ass looking like Roseanne. Like, no, she's not a hot woman. She's just your goofy ass friend. That's it.
His friends, myself included, to these events. And it's basically just like a room full of beautiful single people. So you know that everyone is single. We're sick of the apps. And I know a lot of guys feel weird going to these events, but I need you to suck it up and just come because the dating apps suck. Your wife isn't on.
They suck because of your goofy ass. You need to just suck it up and come. No, why the hell would we waste our time going to meet post-wall women who we don't even want to swipe on in the first place? Your goofy ass, you're so desperate for men to come to your boring ass event because you don't got no man. Your ugly ass hoe friends don't got no man because they all been ran through. Now you're so desperate to bring these guys to this dumb ass event. Men are waking up. We're not doing this. We have better things to do with our time.
And you got to go out in the wild to meet her. So grab some of your guy friends. You can go together, make it feel like less scary for you. But it's really fun. You literally just like chat with people all night. A lot of beautiful bombshells there. It's a Wednesday night at a bar in New York City. I will link it in my bio. We need more males to balance the ratio because right now it's a lot of hot, beautiful women. If any girlies are watching this and know a single hot guy in New York City, please send this to them and convince them to go because I don't know why a lot of guys are scared to go to these events. It's not weird, okay? All the hot, normal girls are there and you would seem really...
They're not, because I know they're not there because you're a below average white woman lying on the internet talking about there's hot. You're a below average white woman. I probably would think differently if this was a white woman who looked like Margot Robbie. You know, I'm not into white women, but Margot Robbie, that's a pretty white woman. But this below average white woman lying to you, oh, there's so many beautiful women. No, there's not. If there were so many beautiful women at these events, why aren't men going?
Really cool there. Go put yourself out there, okay? Okay, I'll see you Wednesday. I'm counting on you.
Women are desperate as fuck right now to get men to go to these dumb events. It is bad right now. Just type in dating events on TikTok. There's so many videos of women saying, where are the men? Men got to come to these events. No. You want us to go to these events to meet below average women, women who are on their decline, who got a body count of over 100, who've been ran through. They still got D residue dripping out. They still got D residue dripping out of them. And you want us to go to this stupid dating event. Hell to the no. You guys continue to hold the line, focus on yourself. Short-term fun, no long-term commitments, all right? I'll holla at y'all. Peace.